I feel like because of growing up in multiple places and moving around as an adult, I'm not someone who can easily fit in a box.
Mhm.
And so I try to kind of convey that into my space where if you walk in, it feels very warm. The walls are pink. The ceiling is yellow. It's like warm kind of lantern lights in there. It's merchandised in a way that you can just kind of flow through the store. And so you don't walk in and feel like, oh my gosh, this isn't for me, or I
Right.
don't know where to go.
Welcome back to the Johnson City Living Podcast. I'm your host, Colin Johnson, with the Colin and Carly Group and Keller Williams Realty. This is a place where we learn about the people, places, events, and flavors that make Johnson City and the area just the best daggone place to live in the whole world. And today we are joined by May, owner of Shop West of May, a boutique that's become much more than a place to shop. It's become a place where people feel like friendships are built and they feel welcomed and community happens. So welcome to the podcast, May.
Thank you so much.
What's your last name? I don't even know.
McNeil.
McNeil, May McNeil. So first things first, what do you love most about Johnson City or our area?
Gosh, when I was driving over here, every time I go anywhere, I re-notice the mountains. And it's just so beautiful. It hits different every single time. I'm like, oh my gosh, we're lucky to live here. This is beautiful.
It really is beautiful. And I feel like they're alive, right? I mean, like they change all the time. They look a little different. The fall, they light up. They turn brown for the winter a little bit. Then they turn back super green. It's just, and you're looking at them in the distance all the time, unless we've got some crazy low cloud cover. And you're like, oh, I kind of miss them now, you know? So they are, and they feel protective on some level too. They keep the hurricanes away almost all the time, except last couple years ago. All right. So where did you grow up?
So I grew up mostly in Portland, Oregon, but I spent summers in Virginia with my family. So that kind of started my love for the Southeast area.
Okay. So what brought you from Portland to Virginia? Was it just family in Virginia? Or?
Family in Virginia.
Okay.
My mom grew up there. When I was a baby, I lived in Charlottesville. So I grew up in Portland, and then I went to school in Virginia, and I stayed. And that's where my career began.
Nice. Now tell us about where you went to school for and kind of your trajectory.
I went to a small college called Randolph-Macon College in Ashland, Virginia. And I swam there.
Okay.
And I studied communications, political science, and journalism.
Okay.
Very similar to running a women's boutique.
Yeah, it's right up there.
Yes.
I mean, yeah. You're just putting out magazines about your,
right,
marketing your place. That would be part of it, but yeah.
Maybe a little bit.
Are you still swimming?
No, I haven't touched the water in a while, but I'm thinking about dipping my toe back.
There you go. That's good for us. Yeah, I like to swim. So where did the dream of owning your own business come from?
Gosh, it's always been within me. I'm an eldest daughter, oldest sister, so I feel like I've always had this headstrong.
How many siblings?
I've got 2 younger brothers.
Okay.
And so I always had ideas all the time. Growing up, I was like, let's do a lemonade stand for the Humane Society.
Oh.
Let me make a family newspaper and source articles from my extended family and then charge for the copies that I'll mail out. Let me have an at-home restaurant. Everything I could think of, as soon as I could start working, I wanted to work.
Yeah.
Because I always had these ideas of how to create something.
Yeah.
Partially because, of course, I liked to earn the money, and then also because I just had a fountain of ideas coming out of me.
That's super fun. And have any historical family members or like anybody in the past been an entrepreneur as well?
Yeah, my grandfather, he was an entrepreneur. He had many different businesses, and his longest running business was a marketing agency, an ad agency. And so that creative spirit has always ran very true in my family.
That's cool. That's cool. Okay. So when did you decide like, hey, I want to start a boutique?
I think I soft decided it probably like in college at some point.
Okay.
And then I hard decided it about 1 year and 5 months ago.
Okay. Tell me about the hard decision. Like you're like, just a moment in the sand. You're like, man, if I have to go to somebody else's boutique to buy clothes, I'm not doing it anymore. I'm just going to open my own. Or
something like that.
Yeah.
So I guess the gap between I went to school in Virginia and now here I am in Johnson City, Tennessee, there's about 10 steps in between then
Yeah,
and now.
let's go through them. How did you get to Johnson City? We forgot that part.
I've been in retail for a long time. I worked for Lululemon for about 7 years, and then I worked for Viore Clothing for a few years too. And I opened stores for them, and I did community marketing for them, and I loved my experience.
That's cool.
That's kind of what brought me from Virginia to North Carolina to Tennessee in the first place.
Okay.
And about, I guess now almost 3 years ago, I was living in Nashville opening stores for Viore, and my husband got into a program at ETSU.
Okay. What program?
In the orthotics and prosthetics program.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, it was the first year they ever launched it. And so we were like, well, we got to jump on this.
Yeah.
Really cool opportunity. So at the time, I wasn't willing to let go of my career just yet. And so he moved here, and I moved to Durham, North Carolina to open another Viore. And we did that for about 7 months.
Yeah.
And during that 7 months, I got in 2 different car accidents, and our dog got hit by a car. And that's not to mention just the stress of living apart from your spouse.
Sure.
And so at some point, we kind of looked at each other and said, enough is enough.
Let's get back together.
Let's get back together.
Bring the band back together.
Yeah, let's bring the band back together. Let's keep number one here.
Yeah.
And I started looking for jobs, normal person jobs. And I kind of just felt that now was the time to do my own thing. The jobs that I was looking at weren't quite fitting. We were kind of already in a challenging situation with school and with everything. So we were like, well, why not throw a little more oil on the fire? And there's a budding downtown opportunity here and a cool time to kind of get involved. And so the doors opened and we walked through.
That's awesome. That's super cool. So you did it a year and 5 months ago, you said, I think. Is that right?
Right around then. I think it must have been April or May, not 5 months ago. So a year and a handful.
That's when the store opened?
It opened officially at the end of September in the brick and mortar. But a year ago exactly, I started doing local pop-ups and opened my website. So my first ever pop-up was at a Fridays After 5.
Okay. And so the name, is it Shop West of May?
It is West of May.
It's just called West of May. And where did that come from?
Kind of just a brain dump. I was trying to figure out how to just mash some words together in a way that flowed. And I wanted a nod to my West Coast upbringing and kind of combine that with my name or with something like that. And so I just was kind of writing it out and every combination I could come up with. And that flowed really nicely. And also, the book East of Eden?
Yes.
That's a favorite of mine. And so it kind of just it rolled off the tongue in that same way. And I thought, okay, we'll go with this.
West of May. I love it. Now tell me about your husband. Has he finished the program and what's he doing?
Almost. He currently is in his clinical rotations and he's working with Anchor, Brace and Limb, and he's at their Kingsport location right now.
Nice.
And he'll be finished in December. He'll graduate and then he'll go on to do a residency, most likely also with Anchor. And so we'll be staying local for that.
Okay.
And then we'll just kind of see, we're open-handed about what happens after that.
That's cool. What's his name?
His name's Mitchell also. Yeah.
Mitchell. Hey, we got a Mitch back there. Everybody, I talked to Mitch and during the podcast and everybody's like, who's this mystery
Who's
Mitch?
Yeah.
But I'm glad there's another great Mitch in town. So tell us about the boutique. One, where is it?
It's on West Market Street.
What's the address?
It's 138 West Market Street. Okay. And it is...
Where are we close to?
We're near where Watauga Brewing, RIP, used to be. Just about 2 doors down. So if anyone is hearing this out there and you've got a hankering to buy a 3-story building in downtown Johnson City, I would love to be your neighbor.
I should know what that's going for. It's not a ton.
Going for about 1.2 or 1.5, I think. But it's fully built out. It's nice.
Mitch, you could make that your podcast spot.
Think about what it could be.
Yeah, I mean, there's a kitchen.
You could do a lot of things in there.
We could do a lot of stuff. Yeah, okay. So you're just right there. Bus station is across the street.
It is,
right?
in fact, across the street.
And Morel Music's right there. I know the area well. Lazy Lady's right around the corner.
Yeah.
That's where I go get my chocolate croissants. They're so good.
So good.
She's amazing. Okay, and so we're on Main Street. I'm walking into your boutique. I'm sure you got all kinds of guy stuff. Probably not.
Absolutely. I do get asked often if I would carry men's things. And I'm like, I think we're just going to stick to what we know for now.
Well, selfishly, when you said Lululemon, I do wear Lululemon stuff. And I was like, oh, man, I wonder if she can get me a discount too. So
that ship has sailed, I think.
Yeah, probably. So talk about the store. inspires you? How do you procure your clothes and the different feel? What does it feel like?
Something that really has defined me is that I feel like because of growing up in multiple places and moving around as an adult, I'm not someone who can easily fit in a box.
Mm-hmm.
And so I try to kind of convey that into my space where if you walk in, it feels very warm. The walls are pink, the ceiling is yellow. It's like warm kind of lantern lights in there, and it's merchandised in a way that you can just kind of flow through the store. And so you don't walk in and feel like, oh my gosh, this isn't for me, or I
Right.
don't know where to go.
It just feels warm and welcoming.
Exactly.
I think they should make all lights the color of warm sunshine.
I agree.
It's these kind of cold white lights that just I don't
Fluorescent
enjoy.
lights should be illegal, I
They
think.
really should.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Sorry, I got off track
That's
a little
okay.
bit.
I agree.
All right. So we're in there. It feels warm. What kind of clothes you got?
I have women's clothing.
Okay.
I also have accessories. I have gifts. I've got kind of the whole outfit, if you will.
Gotcha.
Plus cards and stationery and cute little grab and goes like that.
Okay.
So the way I kind of structure the shop is that every month there's a capsule collection that comes out. And each one has kind of a distinct vibe and a bit of a color story too.
So the capsule is what? Tell me more about.
So the capsule would be, for example, a couple dresses, a couple skirts, a couple pants, a couple tops. All of it goes together pretty well.
Gotcha.
And then
I thought you meant something like my wife Carly gets these FabFitFun boxes, and they've got all this stuff in it that kind of goes together.
Well, kind of like that.
But it's all new, different things she's like looking at, and so sometimes it's just fun.
Exactly. And your wife getting those, why does she go that route?
To be inspired, I think.
Exactly.
Right.
And it probably makes things easier for her too.
Yeah. And she's introduced to products because a lot of it's not clothes; it's a lot of different things. But introduced into products that she would never get to see probably otherwise, and so it's kind of cool.
Yeah, I love things like that. I also subscribe to something like that to keep myself inspired. But
there you go. Yeah,
my thought process with the structure there is, as women, a couple of things. One, shopping can be really overwhelming, especially in locations or shops where it just feels like there's a little bit of everything, and you kind of don't know, like, where do I latch in here? What's for me?
Right.
And then beyond just the general overwhelm, it's challenging as women with our changing bodies and with just getting dressed can be hard with the way styles fit and clothing can be these days. And so that way, if I can create something that's right here, it all goes together. I've got all the sizes. Here's what you can shop.
Here's your capsule. Go for it.
Yes.
That's cool. What inspired that idea, you think?
Gosh, it just happened. My first ever drop, I guess, when I very first opened and I did that first pop-up at the Fridays After 5. Of course, I wanted everything to be cohesive because I've been in retail for 10 years. So I know how to merchandise a store and I know how to make it look nice. Right. And so everything I'm picking is looking similar. And that just kind of blossomed into, well, what if I did this every month? And so I spend the month building hype around it and doing a photo shoot for it and creating content around it. And kind of saying, if you love free people, if you love flowy natural textures, if you love greens and browns and things like that, then this is for you.
Yeah.
And then women are like, oh yeah, like I'm going to love this.
Yeah.
And then they'll come in and shop from it.
I can tell this brings you lots of joy because you're lighting up as you're talking about like I want to help people fit and feel good. And it reminds me another one Carly did was the Closet of Joy from Marie Kondo, the magical lighting. Have you read that?
I haven't, but I've seen so many references.
Yeah,
to
the magical art of tidying up, and she's this little Japanese lady, and she's like, your closet should just be full of joy. And it sounds like you were just selling joy for people.
I agree. I can't tell you how many women come in and they say, gosh, I used to hate shopping. I used to hate my closet. Now I like shopping. And that really is special for me. And it feels like I'm able to serve them in a different way where they can be their most authentic, comfortable, beautiful selves.
That's awesome. That's awesome. Tell me what your ideal clientele, like who's your store built for? What are you looking, kind of who's the right person to come to West of May?
Well, there's a couple of different answers to this.
Okay.
Anecdotally, I have so many mother-daughter pairs who come in,
Mm.
and we're talking mother-daughters where the daughter is 13 and the mom's in her 30s or 40s. And then we have mother-daughter pairs where it's the daughter is 30 and the mom is, 60.
Yeah.
And in all of those situations, I see both ladies finding something
Oh,
for
that's
themselves.
awesome. Yeah.
And I never set out to say, well, this is for everyone,
Right.
because if it's for everyone, it's probably for no one. But that does happen. I
Yeah.
think realistically speaking, I see a lot of women in their, I would say, late 20s to early 40s. Of course, I have some ETSU students on one side. I have some more mature ladies on the other side, and
Gotcha.
it's a space for them too. But a
Yeah.
lot of young moms, a lot of kind of recently postpartum moms come in, kind of figuring out, what's my new mom style. And I also have a lot of young professional women who maybe they don't have kids, but maybe they have a partner and they love to go out and be social, and they're looking for options for that too.
Yeah, that's cool. Now, do you are you have an online presence? Do you ship stuff out too?
I do.
It sounds like with all your capsules and pumping it up on the Insta and all that, you're probably getting lots of people from all over the place.
Yeah, I think that plus my just naturally having a broad network in so many different home bases has kind of naturally spread the brand love outside of just Johnson City.
That's really cool. What percentage of sales go out the back door, like on?
I would say probably only like 5 or 10.
Okay, that's cool. If you don't mind, let's reverse a little bit back to how did you start working with Lulu and Viore?
Gosh, by accident.
Okay. Like, I'm wearing all their stuff. I just need to go
totally
go to work for them.
I think at the time I had graduated from college and moved to Richmond, Virginia, and I was working at the Richmond Times-Dispatch selling print advertising.
Okay.
And it felt like Dunder Mifflin every single day. I was like, oh my gosh.
I won't ask you which Office character you are. But,
well, yeah, I was just watching. And so I realized that wasn't going to do it for me because I needed to have this kind of creative plug-in. And so I kind of lied to everybody and myself. And I said, maybe I'm going to go back to school. I'll be a teacher or something. And in the meantime, I'm going to pick up this gig at Lululemon. I was teaching spin at the time, cycling.
Oh, yeah.
And I was getting into fitness. And I had been shopping at Lululemon a lot and made friends with some of the girls. And I thought, this is where I want to be.
There you go.
And these girls know what's up. And they did these cool events and they were out in the community working out and connecting. And I was like, this is it. And so I think my parents thought I was crazy leaving this like pretty solid, respectable job.
Yeah.
I was like, I'm going to work retail, but I'm going to do more than just retail. And if you don't know this about Lululemon, it's an incredible company for leadership development and it's incredible for employee support. At least when I was there, it really was. I think that as they've grown, things may have changed, but I was there during the sweet spot.
Cool.
And so I had leaders who really poured into me and helped shape me into someone who could really go out and mold other people and make connections and build something. And so during that time, I worked in Richmond for about 4 years. I went to Dallas for a little while, and then I went to Winston-Salem, North Carolina, and to Charlotte.
And opened stores.
And built community and big events for Lululemon.
What's that process like? How long were you in a site to open a store?
Well, I more so opened stores with Viore because I jumped in with them at a phase of rapid expansion. But it can take... I get in there, I want to say it was like 12 to 16 weeks out when you want to start.
So they've already secured their space. They've got all the hard stuff inside. They've got it lined out. And you're just like stocking and looking to train employees.
Mostly. You know these things are going on in the background, but you don't really have to be with the hard hat on.
Gotcha. Yeah. That's cool. Yeah, I didn't know what phase that they brought you in. Now, Viore, are they tied to Lulu or are they totally separate?
Totally separate.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which one do you like better?
They were both really incredible experiences in very different ways. Viore was a startup when I joined. I opened the first store in the entire Southeast in Nashville. And I think it was only the 20th store at the time. And I want to say by now, I haven't been with the company for over a year now, but they're well over 50, if not at 100 stores.
Yeah. And you kind of wonder, I mean, they're killing it online. You're kind of like, why are we building these brick and mortars and risking? I mean, that's a big risk, right? To set up a boutique, personally. And so I think it's interesting that they're choosing that model as well. I guess I really want a pair of shorts today. I'm going to go down to the store and get them.
Well, I think that Lululemon did this really well, and I think Viore does this really well. And part of the lore behind that brand is that they got people in there shopping by hosting events,
Right.
hosting yoga, hosting art events, bring music, things like that, and creating something that's more than just a product, which, yes, it's a great product. And what's your emotional tie to the brand?
Gotcha.
And do you know the name of the guy who's selling you the shorts? Do you know the story of the brand? And
Right.
so that is something that both of those companies did really well. And I, as an employee and as a consumer, totally bought it,
Sure.
right? I'm like,
Yeah.
oh, yes, I'm all over
Right.
this. And so those are pieces that I took with me. Yeah, you can sell shorts all day long online. And I think, especially in a post COVID world, we have got to learn how to be with each other
Yeah.
again. And we've got to learn how to create value in person spaces.
Well, and that like is probably a good transition back to your store and building community. You want to build community. Are
Exactly.
you hosting events and things in your store?
Yeah. And that was kind of my inspiration, is like I saw the way that we could change people's lives through the power of connection. And so that was, I mean, honestly, like, yes, the clothes are fun. That's my creative outlet, and bringing people together and creating something for them to connect and express. That's really what it's about.
Yeah.
Um, and so it's evolved with my shop. I think when I first opened, I was doing local maker pop-ups and kind of having people in on Sundays and like, okay, come, you make candles, come sell them. And then as I took over more of my space, I phased out of that. And now when I launch a new collection, I do a sip and shop in the morning. So I have a local coffee person come in, and everyone can buy a ticket, and it includes their
Nice.
coffee. They can
Yeah.
shop before the store opens. That's really fun. Those usually have like 25, 30 people at them.
That's cool.
We kicked off a book club recently because so many of my clients were coming in and we were just yapping about books. And I said, well, why don't we just make this thing? We've got about 20, 30 girls in that. And you start to see kind of like core people showing up. And I know some of my clients whose husbands are going through cancer diagnosis, and folks who are applying for new jobs, and what their kids going through, and they're going to a new school, they're starting a new job. And I feel honored to be able to support both as a friend and also, provide them with an outlet during these challenging
Mhm.
times, like whether it's through clothing and feeling really like themselves, or whether it's through community and finding other women out there who are up to cool stuff in Johnson City.
And connecting them, and
Mhm.
I love. Yeah, I think that's what it's all about. It sounds like the
Totally.
boutique is a conduit to people and how you connect with them, and
Mhm.
same with me on selling houses. I get very intimate with people, right? I mean, like
Mhm.
you and Mitch might be
Yeah.
moving because, hey, we're outgrowing our house, we're having babies, or
Mhm.
whatever whatever that might be, and it's a honor to be able to do it, I think, and
Yeah.
then to do it well, to where you're connecting people, is just so much fun,
It is.
and
Yeah.
then you're involved in lots of people's lives, and sometimes you get
Mhm.
the hard stuff, but
Mhm.
overall, it's just so much fun, you
I
know?
agree. And I think what you just said about, like, you get to witness some intimate things, and um being able to support people through it and walk them through it is a special honor.
Yeah, yeah, I think it is a lot of fun.
Mhm.
What do you like about downtown Johnson City? Why'd you choose downtown?
It's very intentional. If you look around at all the businesses that are opening up now and recently, and even in the last 5 years, of course, before my time, I know there's been so much growth, and
Mhm,
um, you see a really strong crop of younger folks,
mhm,
and then also some kind of like mainstays in the community. And I think it's really cool to see how that's blending together.
mhm.
How you have your iconic downtown businesses like the music shop down the street from me.
Yep.
My landlord, she started the Blue Plum Festival. And so she has a really unique insight on the growth and the development. And then you have someone like Laura from The Generalist, and some of the other folks who are kind of in their 30s, who are, I see something happening here and I want to pour my fire
Mhm.
into it too.
Yeah.
And I really love to be around people like that. And I like to be part of something that's growing, where it's like, all right, we see what could happen here. Let's see if we can do it. So those things really attracted me to it.
Yeah, I think it's cool how Johnson City's downtown has evolved a lot over the
Hmm.
last for me, watching it for the last 20 years, but yeah, I mean, you're seeing marketed improvement in the last few years you've been here, so
Totally.
it's a cool spot. What do you think downtown's missing
Gosh,
business-wise, or
I'm
what?
trying to, I feel like I talk about this with my husband all the time.
I wish we had a blah, blah, blah.
Totally. I think a couple of things. I think that I know Hound Dogs is about to open, but I think we could use another cocktail bar type of option. like a classy establishment, you
Okay.
know?
Yeah.
I think that we could
Yeah, we
use
lost the Windsor, right?
we
I
lost
mean,
the Windsor.
the
Yeah.
speakeasy.
So
Yeah.
something like that could be
Okay.
cool. Um, I think it's so funny that this is both my answers are revolving around bars. Doesn't sound great. A sports bar?
Oh yeah, there's nothing like that downtown.
No, like on Sundays, that's like our one day that we have together. And during
Uh-huh.
the fall, we want to go watch football.
Right.
There's nowhere to go hang out and watch football in downtown.
Not
So
downtown.
somewhere cool with like a big outdoor space or
Yeah.
something like that, that could be neat.
That's a good idea.
We have a bookstore, which is really awesome to see.
Wild Wings open.
What?
That
Okay.
space is, you know,
Yeah. Someone could do something really cool in there, I
yeah,
think.
that could be I mean, I think it felt like a sports bar back in the
Totally.
day. And
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
kind of wonder why they went downhill.
Totally. I was thinking the same thing, but
Hmm.
it could be a great opportunity
Yeah,
for someone.
for sure.
Yeah. Yeah, I would have to think on that, but those are a few. Some more outdoor patios could be great.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
Yeah, Carly and I like eating outside
totally. Me
this
too.
time of year, not in
hmm
February.
Right. Definitely not in February.
We're such finicky people. Like it'll be like, oh, I don't know, it's like 84 degrees.
Uh-huh.
Or it's like, well, it's 63 degrees. It's kind of cold, you know. Like,
There's an argument for anything.
Yeah.
It's really the mood, but
like
we'll make it about the
we have a little
temperature.
window of like 70 to 74 and a half
Uh-huh.
degrees. That's kind of
But
our
you know, we
sweet
do
spot.
get that here.
Yeah,
Like,
we do.
get
We
that
get a lot
nice
of that.
mild.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a lot of fun. So what are some great memories you have currently? I mean, you've just been open for a little bit, but you've probably got some great memories in your store. Tell us some of those wonderful wins.
Some of those wonderful wins. Well, it's really special coming up on 1 year of being open and kind of reflecting on the support of my fellow downtown business owners and of my community that's been there since day one, and kind of
Mm-hmm.
seeing the gals who have turned from customers into friends at this point.
Mm-hmm.
I think those are some really sweet things. And um, looking back on that first pop up at a Fridays after 5, where it was just me in a tent and one rack of clothing, and I think Lindsay Jones and Sarah Delbean were my first customers, and are still good friends and loyal clients to this day. And so it's just been so neat to see that progression, and to come home to dinner and be like, oh my gosh, Mitchell, so and so's having a baby. Oh my gosh, so and so got a job. And so it's really that. It's those small moments. There aren't these like big, of course, like a great event, a great sales day.
Yeah.
Like, yes, I love that and I treasure that. But so much more of it is like, gosh, I had a great interaction with someone today. Or hearing someone say those words of like, I really haven't felt like getting dressed. I've hated my clothes. I feel so much better now.
Yeah.
That's what I want. And it's those that I like bottle up and I just keep for myself when the going does get tough.
Talk to us about why people do hate their clothes, right? You know,
Yeah.
like you kind of get into this, you're like, what's the deal with that?
I got a couple theories.
Okay.
One of them comes from my history in the athletic world. So working for 10 years in athleisure, I wore leggings every day pretty much. And I mean, the first couple of years I was like, oh my gosh, this is amazing. But then I forgot how to get dressed. And so every weekend we'd be going out for date night and
You're
I'm having
slapping
a
on some leggings.
meltdown.
You're like, oh, wait a minute. I can't wear leggings at a
Yeah, I'm like,
restaurant.
oh my gosh. And I'm freaking out. And it's because getting dressed is a muscle. You have to be thinking and creatively and like trying combinations and seeing what feels good. And so that's one of them
Yeah.
is you get in a rut because maybe you're only wearing athletic clothes, or maybe you're an impulse shopper and you love to thrift and you love a deal. You love TJ Maxx. And so you're just buying it because it's cheap. And then
Right.
your closet is full of nothing cohesive that you actually like. It may not fit that well. It just was kind of a instant gratification thing. And then I think the other piece of it is, and this is perhaps more geared towards the ladies. I mentioned this before, but like our bodies change a lot. And whether that's because you had a baby or because you're getting older or just life changes, there's a lot of pressure on us women to be a certain size and fit a certain size. And so people will hang on to clothes that aren't actually the right fit for them anymore.
Because they're like, oh, I'll get back into that.
Right.
Or,
And you might. However, it's not really helping the case right now. If
Right.
you're staring at those shorts from when you were 25.
they're just making you feel bad.
Right.
Gotcha.
And so those are, I think, some of the kind of like the big reasons why folks get into a crappy situation with their closet.
So tell us some tips and tricks on how to like get out of that mode, right? I mean,
Totally.
like how to break free and just besides just coming into your store once a week and buying
coming to
something
me would
new,
help.
right? Yeah.
I think like one, if you are shopping If it is not a hell yes, it is a hell no.
I'm like,
Excuse my language.
I love this.
Yes.
This thing makes me feel so good.
Yes.
It fits well. All the things. The color's great. Yeah.
And you're not doing like how you'll try something on and you'll be tugging on it. None of that. I think a good closet clean out, like get rid of all that stuff that doesn't fit you anymore, whatever it is that you are hanging on to because you might wear it one day. Unless you are obsessed with it and it is irreplaceable, it's got to go. And then you can kind of start fresh. And then I think the third thing, and I kind of discovered this because I had a hard time figuring out what my style was after that 10-year stint. And then getting into opening a boutique, I'm like, oh, the pressure's on. I got to look nice. I found something on Instagram called outfit formulas. And so there's a couple of accounts that I follow, and the girl will post every day. And she's like, okay, today's outfit formula, striped shirt, neutral bottom, for example.
Okay.
Or today's outfit formula, a dress you haven't worn yet this season.
Okay.
And she leaves it loose enough.
Outfit formula.
But gives you something to start with. And so I really suggest come up with a few of your own that you're like, okay, I'm going to nail it every time. I know that if I do this pant and this top, like have a couple of uniforms or go-to formulas and then start building on top of those.
Okay. Yeah, I've gotten into a rut a little bit.
Have you?
I wear my Lululemon pants every day.
Yeah.
And in the summer, a golf shirt, but typically like a button-down shirt. And and my wife was like, you have colored shirts in the closet. I see them, but you only wear the white ones. Like I'm just like, well, it feels good. I don't know. I just wear my white shirt. And
there's nothing wrong with that.
It's nothing wrong with it. But
that's totally fine.
I can see myself just, I think every day I'm wearing the same thing, it feels like. What's a timeless wardrobe piece every woman should own?
Oh my gosh. I think a really good pair of jeans.
Yeah.
Or a couple really good pair of jeans that just fit really nicely.
Like some Guess jeans.
Guess jeans. Where'd you pull that one out of?
Those were what were big when we were in high school.
Hey, if they're Guess jeans, then that's the one for you. Yeah.
No, it's Lucky jeans for me now.
Okay.
Yeah, Lucky brand.
Well, but you've got that one staple.
I got that one jean.
You can wear them anywhere.
It is crazy how you have like one or two pairs of jeans that you like, and you still have the stack. So you need to get rid of the stack.
Stack's got to go.
Just keep the two, or whatever. So, what trends are you loving right now?
What trends am I loving right now? I feel like this is so niche telling you about this. And
what else are we going to talk about?
Well, we'll talk about it. I think ballet flats are really in right now.
Yeah.
And I love them.
Yeah, Mitch has got some on over there.
Mitch, what do you think about your ballet flats?
He's doing a pirouette in them right now.
Beautiful. Exactly. Comfort.
Very
first.
Comfortable. That's right. And fashion forward, Mitch.
And fashion forward. Look at you. That I think bandanas and scarves are really in right now. And I think that's fun because you can wear them any number of ways.
Yeah.
And also functional. You can hold your hair back and kind of tie them however you want. Get a little creative with it. So those are two trends that I'm into at the moment.
Okay. Let's talk. This is just for me selfishly because you're a clothing expert. Microplastics and wearing like organic material. Is that totally bad for me? Am I going to die?
That's a great question. I think it probably depends on who you ask. I do have a lot of requests lately for natural fibers.
Okay.
And I have been getting those requests for long since before the boutique, even when I was in athleisure, which was challenging because to get the spandex, those are plastic pants.
Right.
But you're going to love them. So
they feel so good.
They feel so good.
I'm wearing, everything just is so soft. And you're like, I like cotton, but it's not that soft. It's not this soft. It's not like this silky, buttery material that just...
True.
Oh, it's so good.
I think too for just kind of thinking through what are you doing in the clothes? And if you are, say you're golfing in them or you need them for performance, then there is the truth of the matter that cotton isn't going to wick sweat the same way as synthetic is.
Sure.
And so in that situation, even if you are trying to pare back on synthetic fibers, then you still may opt for something for specific instances.
Yeah.
I don't know. I can't speak on the entire... I think
Chemical,
it's a good thing to be aware of.
Who knows, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
We may find out in 10 years or something like that. And
well, maybe it'll just preserve me and I'll be like a lot like younger longer.
Could be mummified almost. Yeah. I don't know.
Could be.
We'll find out.
Yeah.
Hopefully it won't be too late.
All right. What else do you want to tell us about the boutique that we haven't covered?
I think we really covered a pretty good amount of it.
Yeah, it sounds like a cool place.
Yeah, I'm proud of it, and I think I'm eager to see how it continues to grow and develop in the next couple of years.
If you had to describe it in one word, what would you say?
The first thing that came on the tip of my tongue was home.
Home.
Yeah.
Oh, that's sweet.
Yeah.
All right. Moving into entrepreneurship.
Okay.
What piece of advice would you give somebody who's like, I'm thinking about starting a business?
I think to get very tactical with it, you need to be comfortable with both success and failure. So I would suggest sit down and walk yourself through what happens if this business is wildly successful. What's the best upside? You need to also sit down and walk through what is going to happen if I fail miserably.
Right.
Are you okay with that? Can you not only recover financially and logistically, but also with yourself?
Heart. Yeah. Like it's a big deal.
Yeah. And if you can handle both of those, the upside and the downside, then send it.
Yeah. I love it. Hardest part of entrepreneurship that people don't see.
There's two answers for this. One is decision fatigue, which is just constantly when you are an entrepreneur, even though I do now have a small team, I'm making so many decisions and they might seem so tiny and minute. My poor husband is the best sounding board. And do you have just maybe a little bit of brain space where I can bounce a couple things off of you? Because it does get so challenging making every decision by yourself because then you just start to overthink every detail. Right. So I think that's one thing is like
having a good sounding board.
Have a good sounding board. I'll call some of my former coworkers and say, hey, can I talk this out with you?
Yeah.
And along with that, don't second guess yourself. You probably do know, just move.
Yeah.
And then the second thing is remembering that your board of stakeholders is your clients.
Okay.
That's your customers. That's it.
I love it. Those are some really good answers. I like it.
Thanks.
Who's encouraged you most along your way of entrepreneurship?
Definitely my husband, Mitchell. This was a crazy idea and a crazy season in which to execute the idea. And he saw how much my career was taking from me and how much he needed me to be me again and trusted me enough with this idea that even doing it while he was in grad school full time, he was like, well, I believe in you and I trust in this vision and I trust that it's been placed on your heart for a reason and I know who you are. And so he's been a huge cheerleader. I mean, he helped build out the shop the first couple months before I hired anyone. Like he was employee number one at every single event. And so all of the clients know him too.
That's awesome.
And that's been really special. I'm also lucky to have a lot of family support as well. I expected, my parents to say I was crazy and they may think that. But they also have been just supporting in very small ways. My dad sent me this rose necklace for my birthday because it reminded him of the logo.
Oh.
And so little things like that, little nods of like, okay, we see you. Keep going.
You got
We're with
this.
you.
Right. It does take some encouragement. If you're an island, it's hard.
Totally.
Yeah. What's next for West of May?
That's a great question. And right now, I'm excited with where I see the business trending for the next year. I'm eager to stay put in my spot on West Market Street, even though it is in a little bit of a desert over there. I think that being there can kind of stake a claim for that side of downtown.
You're just going to revive that whole street over there.
I just might. We'll see what happens.
I like it.
So I think that's that for now, is continue to grow the community. And then, as I said earlier, I'm open-handed to what doors may open for me in the future and just ready to see what that could look like when it happens.
I love it. Someone spending a perfect Saturday downtown. What would you tell them to do?
Gosh, there's so many options. I think I would start off with a little coffee walk. So maybe I'd pick up coffee we have such a good coffee scene.
Yeah, which one's your favorite?
It depends on what I want.
Okay.
If I want a pastry with my coffee, I'm going to Lazy Lady.
Hey, man, sister.
I go there all the time.
So good.
If I want like a specialty coffee, the Moon has such creative options. And they're so good. Their sweet potato latte. Yep. So good.
Sweet potato latte.
You got to try it.
Okay.
I know it sounds scary, but it's like a less basic pumpkin spice latte.
Okay.
Give it a go.
I'll give it a try. I'm adventurous.
Yeah. Just see. They're all good. You get a coffee, get a
Dos
local
Gatos
coffee.
is out
Dos
there.
Gatos has a great matcha. Fearless, I really like their more like espresso forward
Mm-hmm.
drinks. Their
Yep.
coffee's great. You can't go wrong. Get a coffee, take a walk on the Tweetsie Trail, maybe. That
Okay.
might be a nice way to
Yep.
start the day. And then come back and just do a little shop and bop, as
There
I
you
like
go.
to call it.
Shop
Kind
and
of
bop.
pop in places, pop out, do a little window shopping.
Gotta eat lunch.
You got to eat lunch. If we didn't go to Lazy Lady in the morning, I'm probably going to get a sandwich there and eat it at King Commons.
Oh, nice.
Or I'll get takeout from Red Mesa and I'll go to Atlantic Ale House.
Oh, that's a pro move right there.
That is a pro move. Highly recommend.
That one's good.
And then dinner, Timber every day, all day.
Back to lunch. I've been hitting Mid-City Grill.
Oh, yes.
Their steak and like Philly cheesesteak.
Is it good? Oh my gosh, I'll have to try.
So good.
I randomly got a Cuban there one time. I don't know what moved me. Fire. So good.
Yeah. Yeah. And then you're saying go to Timber?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
And what's the hidden gem down there, you think, that we don't know about?
A hidden gem that we don't know about downtown.
Besides West of May.
Besides West of May, which hopefully won't be hidden for too much longer.
No, not hidden. It's a prominent gem.
Hidden gem in downtown. Gosh, I'm not sure what is like hidden anymore.
Yeah, because everything's storefronts are popping and
they're sort of popping.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Have you been to the new noodle bar, Twisted Fort?
I haven't yet. Have you?
I haven't either. No, we just were driving by on Sunday. I was like, oh,
yeah,
the pizza place is now. I mean, I knew
Yeah.
Main Street was going out.
Yeah.
I didn't know it got replaced by this noodle bar.
I heard they have good ramen. I want to try it.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, you ready for the rapid fire?
Hit me.
Coffee or tea?
Coffee.
Morning or night?
Morning, unless I have a really good book and then I'm staying up all night.
Oh, wow. Heels or sneakers?
Depends on the occasion.
You got to choose.
You can't ask me things like that.
Got to choose.
Sneakers.
Beach or mountains? You're looking at me like, why is he making me answer these hard questions?
That's too hard. I'm choosing Oregon or North Carolina that has both, maybe.
There you go. Yeah. We should go back to Oregon. Vacation favorite spot?
Vacation favorite spot. We do go out to the West Coast once a year and spend a week with my family in Oregon.
So have family in Oregon?
Mm-hmm.
Where in Oregon are they?
Portland.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
We went to Portland. We had a Chinese foreign exchange student come live with us for 2 years. We semi-adopted him because he still has parents, although we would like for him to just be ours. But anyway, he graduated from a little school in Portland. So we were like, because he stayed with us freshman, sophomore year, COVID, did in China at night. I'm so proud of him. I don't think I could do my junior year of high school at night on remote from China.
Wow.
Anyway, he comes back, goes to this little Christian school in Portland.
Wow.
And so we came to, and we hung out there and we went to the Willamette Valley. We went to these beautiful waterfalls that like you walk under and they're just, it was a gorgeous area. Went to the beach, saw Cannon Beach.
Beautiful.
Yeah. So it's a pretty place.
It's gorgeous. Some of those, like kind of the mountain, the lush landscape, reminds me of here a lot. Like you go up to Roan Mountain, like the rhododendrons that grow.
Yes.
It's the same.
Yeah, like the laurel and just, it felt, it did feel very kind of
feels like home for me sometimes.
I will say the downtown didn't feel like our home downtown.
Our home downtown here it's nice. Yeah. But
it's a lot better.
Yeah. I also love the Outer Banks, the strip, something like that.
We've got a son in Charleston. That's our vacation spot. Favorite season?
Fall.
Okay. One word your friends would use to describe you?
Honest.
Ooh. Favorite way to relax?
Curled up with a book.
What's always playing in your store? Country, pop, worship, something else?
Probably some kind of country, Americana, folk combination.
Okay. And what do you hope people feel the moment they come into West of May? What do you want them to feel? And
Seen.
I like it. Legacy, you hope to leave downtown?
Legacy, I hope to leave downtown. I hope that my shop is somewhere where people are coming for years. throughout many seasons of their lives, and that it's there, whether it's me or whether it's my team or whether it's someone else long in the future, that it's somewhere where women know that they can go and feel seen, feel encouraged to be authentic, and feel encouraged to be their best self. I went to a hair salon in Nashville when I lived there, and her slogan or motto was, "Come as you are, leave as you were created." And that has always really resonated with me.
That's such a good, yeah, I love it. If you could encourage every woman listening with one message today, what would that be?
You're enough just as you are.
I love it. I love it. Anything we didn't cover that you want to?
I don't think so.
It sounds like this place is awesome. I'm not like, probably the perfect candidate to shop there, but I can bring my beautiful wife and we can come check it out. Yeah, 100%. So we'll do a Saturday pop and what do you call it? Pop and drop, stop and shop.
Shop and bop.
Shop and bop. All right. Well, thank you so much for coming on the podcast. Thank you for being a community connector downtown, for not just being a consumer or trying to, just take people's monies. It sounds like you're really wanting to connect with other people and build this community and get involved in lives and make people feel better just by putting on better things that fit better, feel good. And so I'm inspired by you. Thank you. And I hope our listeners are inspired. I hope they come check it out. What are your store hours?
Pardon me. I'm open every day but Tuesday.
Okay.
So Monday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, 11 to 6, and then Sunday, 12 to 4.
And your Instagram handle, how can people find you?
It is at Shop West of May.
At Shop West of May. I love it. I love it. Well, thank you. And continue making Johnson City better. And I wish Mitchell the best with his residency and all that. And thanks for listening. Share this episode. Go visit May. She is lovely. And subscribe, do all the things, hit her up on Instagram, and have a great day. Thanks for listening.